Hello and welcome to the Llama Academy. It has taken me quite some time to finish this lot because it's really big and I wanted to test play it because obviously I don't want to upload any lots that don't work. And yeah, it's also just really detailed. For example, I did all this around all the windows and whatnot, and that takes forever to place these little things. But I think it was worth it. I really I'm quite pleased with the way this lot turned out, and it's actually inspired by a video I saw by PixaladedTwix. I will add the link to that video down here because she had made a more modern school, and she'd use the club systems to sort of make it work as a school without any mods and whatnot. So I'll like I said, I'll put the link to a video in the description below, and then you can have a look at that as well because it's a really awesome video, and she made a very cool school as well. And I'm just really happy that I saw that video because it really inspired me to build this, even though it took me forever. But the Llama Academy, it's just a really big lot. It's set as a library. I also test played it as a restaurant because it's got a canteen in here. Hang on, I have to pause, otherwise I get distracted. It also has a canteen, so I thought maybe it could be a restaurant, and then you can just do whatever, but also actually go out to dinner here. And that didn't really work out too great because there are a few conference rooms in this building, which you'll see in a minute, and the waiters would just bring people to any table anywhere in the building, and that really became a nuisance. So it basically also took forever to get food because the waiters had to walk all across the building to deliver food. So by the time they were about to bring your food, it would be a couple of hours later. So yeah. It didn't really work out the way I wanted it. So it's a library, and it still has a chef kitchen in here, so you can hire a chef if you want to. So yeah, I'm not quite sure how that will work, but someone told me that that's possible. So actually I had my sim hire a chef, and she seems to be cooking. I don't know if I can actually order something now. Hang on, let me just try. Well, she's cooking, so yeah, it doesn't matter. She's cooking. Okay, let's have a look. It's like I said, it's a huge building. This is the main entrance, and when you get into the building, I'll try to move the camera very slowly so I won't make anyone nauseous. You have like a little side office here, which is sort of like the office you would go to if you want to enroll into any of the classes. So yeah, this is just like the administrative office or whatever. And I put these signs from City Living all over the building in the hallways and whatnot, so people could actually see what's going on in the city. I just thought that would be fun. If you enter the building, you actually get in here. Oh, hang on, I'll have people walk around a bit now. This is like the main entrance, and this is the guy who started the school or whatever. The school's patron. So it's a rather big hallway with a few seating areas, and I just wanted to add these columns to make it look as if it's like an old-fashioned hall. So yeah. Oh, lady, why are you wearing a hat? That looks really silly. But carry on, darling. So yeah, this is the main entrance, and when you go straight ahead, you have like the canteen. In here, oh, I think everyone is still in here, and the problem is my sim is famous. I went here with a famous sim, and people are just, yeah. Oh, she's right here. People are just constantly fainting when she's around. Oh well, and I don't know, everybody's now gathering in here. Maybe I hired like a famous cook. Let's see, can she actually order something now? Compliment. Oh, I can place an order. Okay, good. I can actually place an order. Hang on, I'll just speed this up. I had no idea that was possible. That's nice. Oh, I can actually order something. Yay. I will just order this. Yeah, lovely. I don't know what's going to happen now, but we'll find out. Okay, see, I have to pause, otherwise I get distracted. And that's my sim sister. So if you go in through here, this is like the main hallway, like I said, and then you can go off to the left. This is actually to the right. Sorry, I always mix those up, and I know very well what is left and what is right. But whenever, for instance, I I'm going somewhere with my older sister, and I have to give her directions. I always mix them up. I always say left when I mean right, and vice versa. But she always understands exactly what I mean. Doesn't matter what I say. I could. She would ask me directions, and I would say, yeah, go up to the moon. She would go the right way. She would know what I mean and take a right, left, or right turn. It's silly. We are silly like that, but hey, oh well. It's actually kind of scary because we also sometimes think exactly the same thing and then say exactly the same thing. It's scary, but yeah. Oh well, this is the library. I'm actually quite happy with the way this turned out. I always love creating libraries. I actually made a house that's basically a library. So yeah, and I absolutely love these new bookcases that came with Strangerville. They're perfect for an old building like this. So we have a huge library here, and off to the side we have a door, and it's the first club door you'll see. So if you like to do start a reading club, you can just make this like your club gathering place and lock the door for everyone but your club members, and they can just go in here and read. I'm not quite sure why I put this in here. I just like the object. Nothing to do with reading, but yeah. Oh well. Not everything I do in builds or let's plays always makes sense. So I just has to look nice. So yeah, that's the reading room. And if we go off here, you have like a gallery, and well, it's just nice. You can see part of the building. Oh well, the top here is now gone. That's because I'm not in tab mode. I had this this famous sim, Natalie, come in here to do the murals, the one here and the one here on the ground, and she's famous. So it was it was a hassle getting her to do that because people were constantly fainting left and right, and paparazzi was all over her. But yeah, it was so much fun. So you have like the mural here, and you have like a ground mural here, and this is of course the arts room. I always have to create art rooms as well. And I just thought I'd place all the easels around a bunch of objects, so I can just imagine, students getting in here and being assigned, okay, draw this or draw this, and then they'll all have to draw the same thing from different perspectives, and they'll talk about it, blah 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 blah. So yeah, this is this is the arts room. So let's just go back. Oh, hang on, I think my old cat wants something. If you go back in here, oh no, actually you can also go down here. See, it's like little staircase, and then you actually get into the first room of the basement. And I just added that door with a butterfly on it because I didn't know what else to put on, what other door to use. Sorry, I'm stuttering now. This is sort of like the photo club. So I've got a whole bunch of cameras in here, and like a display with some old cameras and some trophies people won, little office, and through here you have like this big camera setup that came with Get to Work, so they can just take pictures and whatnot. Oh, and I placed these heaters all over the building just to make it look a bit more authentic or whatever. So let's go up again, and there's a little fountain here as well. So let's go back through the library. Someone left the book out. That's just so rude. I'll have her come clean it up. Put it away. Put it away. Oh, and Natalie is eating, so it does work. Yay. So if you hire a chef, you can just eat at the restaurant. You don't have to cook. But it's quite expensive. Actually, you can also hire a caterer. That's a little bit less expensive. Oh, hello, lady. So if you go back through here, actually, I will show you the diner. Oh, people are gossiping about my famous sim, or maybe about her, because she's famous too. She has dinner, but I don't know where she is. She's eating somewhere else. She done? Oh, she's going to take it upstairs. Yeah, well, that's what they do. They do whatever. I think this lady is actually famous. No, she isn't. Then who's famous? Who else is famous? Miss Huntington the third. Okay. So this is the cafeteria. Yeah. I see. I get distracted by my Sims. It's rather annoying. Hang on. I'll have her order some food as well. Place order. I want her to eat. She's actually Natalie's daughter, and I just love her. Oh, that's her sister, her auntie, Natalie's sister. Anyway, pause. I'm getting sidetracked now. Sorry. So let's go back here, and if you go straight through, you have like a little coffee bar. So if you want, you can also hire a barista, and then you can get coffee and whatnot. Through here we have like the cook club. This door is locked for most people because I actually have a cook club that she and her aunt are part of, and her granny, because yeah, why not? So your Sims can also have a cook club. They can just come in here, or if you actually use the school mod. My friend Mena told me about the school mod. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure that Mena is going to use this build to try it out, because she said she would. So yeah, I just hope that it works as a regular school if you have the school mod. I might actually get the mod as well. I'm not sure yet, but anyway, this is like a big kitchen with a few stoves where people can just come in and cook and bake if you're part of the club anyway. I test played this, and it was a lot of fun because people were just making all kinds of cakes and dishes, and they were leaving them left and right. So everyone who came here, they also put them down on the tables here outside, so everyone who came here had a free meal. That was really nice. This is like the I placed this door here. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but that's the only one that I figured would fit this room, this classroom. You can just use the woodworking table here. You can do something with clay, and you can make you can carve pumpkins. Yeah, it's just I don't know, whatever kind of room. And here are some objects that people supposedly finished already, and of course you have to be able to sweep up after yourself. And if we go out through this door, the coffee bar, you can go a few directions. You can down here you have the dressing rooms for the gym, which is right here, and the first part of the gym is just some fitness equipment. I even put this wall climbing thing here. I really like it, and not that many people seem to use it because not everybody obviously has a fitness pack, but I really love the object. I think it's a very underestimated object. It's just absolutely funny. And here we have like a basketball court, and again, this is something I saw in PixaladedTwix's video in her build, and I thought it was such a lovely idea, so I kind of nicked the idea. Sorry darling, I hope you don't mind. Well, no, I didn't nick it. You inspired me, darling. That's what you did. So I made a basketball court. Oh, and here is part of the garden, and you'll see more of it later on. So you can also go through this archway here, through this little hallway, and you get into this part of the garden here. So you can have like a garden club and have them gather at a slot. And there's a indoor room as well, and some beehives, of course. But also you can go down here this way, and you get into the second part of the basement. And again, we have some toilets, and we have a little theatre. I put down these axes so people can actually practice certain scenes, and it all works. But I think I only placed down risky ones, so I might have to check if you also have arrows that have like save options. I'm not quite sure. And a few of these microphones so they can practice comedy and singing. And I added oh, my cat's coming in. Of course, hang on again, sorry. I didn't want to use one of those backdrops, those theater backdrops from Get Famous, because they are too big for this lot, and if you size them down they sort of look out of proportion. So I just added like a wall, and I added a door and whatnot to make my own backdrop. And I there's like a little alleyway so they can actually use the door to get onto the stage. And behind here we obviously have like the makeup chair and the dressing, whatever you call this, the dressing whatchamacallit, so you can just change your outfits and whatnot. So this is like the like a theater, so you can have like a drama club or whatever. And here we have science lab. So I just dumped a whole bunch of objects from Get Together in here, so you can become a scientist or have like a science club. And yeah, that's fun too, I guess. Let's see, if we go up either one of these stairs, we get into a different hallway. I'll try to zoom in because I actually kind of like this hallway. You get into this hallway, and there are a few possibilities. You can go this way. Oh, actually, these cases just have some... Wait, I had something in here. Someone nicked something. I had some objects up here as well. And, well, I've been playing this lot for a bit, so maybe someone nicked something. That's just rude. Oh, well. Down here, we have like a little relaxation room. Of course, I had to add the Llama game because it's the Llama Academy. It has to have the Llama game at least. And I just put in the foosball table and the darts game, so people can also just relax, or the students can just relax in their spare time or when they have no class. Through here is a music room, which is actually a lot of fun. I have a music club, and the things they obviously have to do is play music, play guitar or piano or whatnot, or sing. And they actually come in here and they use all the objects at the same time. And when I did that with the Simmies, none of them could actually play an instrument. They couldn't sing. So they were all just practicing, and it just sounded horrific. It was just so much noise, and everything was totally off key. It was absolutely hilarious. So yeah, I definitely advise you to start a music club with Sims who cannot play an instrument, who cannot sing, and you'll have a great time. It was kind of loud, to be honest, but yeah. I had fun. So yeah, this is the music room, and up across the hall we have like we have also this door, and this is just like it stands for logic, but there aren't really that many objects in the game that actually make you work on logic. You can, well, some of the science things do, but I already use the science door for the lab. So other things that actually make Sims work on logic is the cards table and the chess table, and just reading books. So it's just a small room. It's not really big enough for a club, I think, but you could just practice your logic skill in here. So let's see, we'll just go back this way, and then we have a few big toilets, and this is like a big conference room. So I can imagine teachers coming in here to talk about the year, about the curriculum, about the kids and whatnot, or the students, and then they can just have a lovely meeting. And of course I had to add a coffee machine, so everyone in the meeting will actually stay awake, because meetings normally aren't that exciting. So yeah, coffee is required. Down here we have another hallway. This area has a few tables where students can just sit outside, do homework or chat or just work on assignments. Here we have another conference room. Oh, she decided to have her dinner here, her food. Well, why not, darling? Why not, darling? Why don't you have some food? It's nice and quiet in here, I can imagine. No paparazzi will bother you. You can actually lock the door if you want to. Oh, yes, right. I wanted her to order some food. Yeah, why don't you have some quiche? Enjoy, darling. And I just added all the animal things in here, sort of to make students or children aware, like, okay, we have to look after the pets. So yeah, there's like a little conference room, and opposite this hallway, opposite that room, across from the hallway, we have like the modern media, social media sort of room. Well, I'm not quite sure how to call this. It has a Spin Master's door, and I don't know, to me it just seemed like a very good room to just dance and practice DJ booth, and I put in the drones, and you can record videos, record tracks and whatnot. So this is sort of like the modern media music room or whatever. I'm not sure. It's a room and you can use it. Yeah, it's fun. Let's see. I think we have one more room upstairs. Well, actually, a few more rooms. We have more bathrooms, of course, but this is a rocket science room. And in here, I just dumped a bunch of these big objects that came with Strangerville because they look so cool. And this machine that came with Strangerville was actually basically the same as the one that came with Get to Work, but on this one you can make the vaccines and whatnot, and the pet station medicine, whatchamacallit. I really should look up the names of all these things before I do a video, but hey, I'm not prepared. I hardly ever am when I do videos. And of course we have a computer, and I decided to go for this funky looking one. And if you go up here, you can actually come up to the roof and build a rocket. As you've seen in the footage beforehand, before you can actually build a rocket, and it works. You can actually take off and fly to the moon or fly wherever from this roof once you finish the rocket. I decided to put a new rocket on. I deleted the one that was already finished, so your Sims could actually come up here and work on one. Otherwise it's kind of boring. If it's already done, there's not much for them to do. So you can work on your rocket skill. And then of course there is this room here that I almost forgot to show you. This is sort of like the greenhouse. It's up in the tower under the glass roof, so the plants can grow. And yeah, I think it kind of looks nice. Oh, sorry. And in here you have like a like the gardening utilities, whatever. Oh, and I also added a little seating area at the back here because I didn't know what else to do, and I thought, well, let's just create a nice looking area. Oh, and one more thing, we have an astronomy tower, and I personally, this is actually the favorite for me. This is the favorite part of my favorite part of the building, because I love astronomy, and I just really like this tower. I'm quite happy with the way it turned out. You have a little seating area, and you can go up, and then you have like an easel. People have been painting. I'm gonna have to delete all the paintings before I upload this building, otherwise your Sims won't be able to do anything. They could just watch at the look at the paintings, and few of them together, and that'll be it. And there's another easel that's already has a painting on, but all the way up here, of course, you have the telescope. And because I wanted you obviously to be able to look at the sky, I put on a glass roof, because otherwise it isn't very interesting to look at a ceiling with through that telescope. So unless you put stars on them, on the ceiling, that would be nice. Not really. Can we actually do something? Oh, we can toss in a coin here. Oh, and there's a little swimming pool and some things for the kids to do. Oh, and the weather machine, because the weather machine. I just really love the weather machine. Oh, and I added a little sitting area here, and this is like a little shed with also some gardening tools, because it doesn't make any sense to have some gardening bit here and for the Sims to have to go all the way here to get the gardening tools. Of course, they don't really have to get them, but I wanted it all to look authentic. So this is basically it. I hope I haven't made anyone very nauseous with my camera movements, because I'm not that good at that. And actually, I don't think it's my fault. It's the game's fault. The game makes it impossible to have like really slow camera movements. It's all a bit jerky or whatever. So yeah, this is the Llama Academy, and it will be online soon. I have to get rid of some of the paintings, and probably by the time this video is out, the Academy will be up on the gallery as well. That's basically it. Oh, actually, I haven't said any character traits for the lot, because I want people to come up with their own traits, because there's so many things you can do. So depending on how you want to use the build, you might want it to be like a hangout for teens, or you might want it to be like a good school or whatever. So I haven't assigned it any of those lot traits, so you can make up your own lot traits if you want it. That's it. I think it was a bit of a chaotic kind of tour. I'm very sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed watching the video anyway. At least, thank you very much for watching. I'm very happy that you saw it, and I hope that you will come back to my channel for more. Thank you so much again for watching, and till next time. Bye.